you're attracted to someone, that means that this someone is potentially a good candidate for to give a healthy offspring. So that means that potentially this person might have the same feeling, not maybe at the first glance at you, but potentially. So we are not attracted towards people who cannot like us back. You understand the idea? Now just let me stop talking for a bit. Take a look at these questions. Choose the question for which you think you know the answer.
I choose the first question. So I always feel in my life I always felt disappointed because there are some periods in life like when you're a teenager you don't know what to do because some questions and some situations you don't want to talk with your parents about that because it's like something that you wanna your parents have also many problems with job, with your brother or sister, and you don't wanna. Actually, I don't wanna that they have more
to add
problems.
any troubles.
Yeah, to add any troubles, and my mom is always worried about me and worrying about me. So just and your friends maybe you get when you. Maybe you can talk to your friends, but it's not always like the situation you want to talk to with somebody. So it's better for me when I feel disappointed. It's better for me to go to a place where I can listen to music and just think about it. I can sit 1 or 2 hours or read a book, and maybe I feel better. I don't know, but
so you struggle it alone.
Yes, sometimes, but often. People like my friends help me, and to be disappointed is not something. It happens often, but it's not. It's better to be happy because disappointment is something.
Разочарование is something that you expect to happen, but that does not happen, so you're disappointed.
It happens always like a surprise. Like. When someone comes over you and says something like, I hate you or something like that.
And you did not expect that.
Yeah, you don't expect it and I feel so disappointed and you don't know what to do, what I did to this person, why does he think about me or something like that. It's very strange, but you think it's not.
But when was the last time when you was disappointed?
3 days ago.
Why?
Yeah, it's okay.
So some relationship problem with some friends.
Yes.
So the friend told you something.
Yeah, some people don't understand my mentality. It's okay.
But tell us, please.
Not friends, maybe.
Huh?
Not friends.
Not friends. Just some people who live next to.
Yeah,
but
it's like people who you don't expect because you talk to them in a normal way. You say hello to them, you speak to them, and then like something very surprising, like you don't expect it, and it feels like
rolling ball.
Yes, it feels very strange because it's
because you're unprepared. You're unprepared to receive such kind of mean reply.
Yeah, and something like also like a phrase or something when people say
some words.
It makes me very sad. Like I don't expect it, and it's because I'm very sensible.
And you get easily surprised.
Yeah,
you're never prepared. So maybe mother was telling you all the time, Alisa, don't worry, it's gonna be okay. Alice, be prepared. People may be mean, and be prepared. So if you are prepared, then you would be less disappointed. Okay, then you would less care about these people who are not even your friends.
Yes.
Just be prepared. Just consider them as potentially cruel animals. Okay? So in the zoo, it's true. In the zoo, you wouldn't be that surprised or disappointed if you would be beaten by donkey or by some dog, right? Because you expect that from the animal. Do you agree? You expect them from the animal, but you don't expect them from people. But are we different from animals?
No.
No. So why are you surprised?
I don't know.
So that might be a good weapon for you.
Yes.
It might be a good weapon for you
That's
to
what we
protect
called
you.
her 3 days ago.
Thank you. So you are wise people there. And who's Christina?
Me.
You are really nice one. I will come in. I will come back to you just a bit later. Thank you, Alice. So do we have anyone who wants to talk also? Yeah.
And I just wanted to say about Alice. Then you told then if we can expect from dog, then she will eat.
The
will
dog can bite. Yes.
I think then if you're expecting it, dog will bite you. But if you, I think.
No. That was not my point. You are mixing the things now. No. I don't ask you to expect the dog to bite you, but I'm telling you that you, mentally, inside, you are prepared. And so if the dog bites you, you wouldn't become angry because you accept this. You know that the dog might bite, okay? But when people pass by, you know, some people, they pass by and that hurts you so badly inside that you become disappointed and angry and unhappy for 3 days. About the dog, you would forget in half an hour. Michel de Montaigne, he was saying that usually people are unhappy because we do not accept ourselves. Because our brain has really weird, has really strange relationship between our internal personality and our body. So usually people are ashamed of themselves, right? Usually people think, usually people are unsatisfied how we look like. We say, okay, I am ashamed of my body because we say a lot of crappy things. I am too fat, I am too tall, I am too short, I have not nice legs, I have this, I have that. So we are unhappy with ourselves. And Michel de Montaigne, he was suggesting that if you want to be happy, you have to learn from animals. Because we are also animals. He was one of the maybe first of the first philosophers of the Middle Ages who accepted and considered animals as equal to human beings. Or he was considered human beings as animals. And he was also saying that maybe in some ways animals are even smarter than us, because animals, they are not ashamed of themselves. They accept their body, they accept how they look like, they do not care about that. And that what makes animal happier than us. Are you with me here? So if you would learn how to accept yourselves, how to stop being ashamed of yourself, how to avoid all those crappy thoughts that you have not the ideal legs or not the ideal hair or not the ideal faces or whatever, the body, if you would train yourself to stop being ashamed that you are a creature of a nature and that you are an animal, in most of the ways, then it would make you much happier. We have briefly overlooked the basic points of the moral theories, and our stress was put on such definitions like happiness and what is right and wrong. Happiness does not depend on money and power. Who said that? That happiness does not depend on money and power. Can you recall the name? Epicurus. So Epicurus said that it does not mean how much money you have. If you have friends, freedom and analyze life, that's what might bring you happiness, but not money, because these things, they do not correlate. Bad company corrupts good character. So that means that yes, we are people and we are God creatures.